I'm Barb. Welcome to my craft studio. I have a small haul to share today. I have some items from Target, an item from Amazon, and then the rest are from Hobby Lobby. Oh, and I have a couple of non-crafty items from the Hallmark store. Amazon, I have already opened it and it's been washed. It was the Cricut Designer fabric. You get five pieces of fabric. I think they're 12 by, I want to say 26. But I found a mini quilt that on somebody's blog, and they give you the Cricut files to cut it. So I want to try, and that she recommended one of these. She said you can buy regular fabric. She told you how much of each to buy, but just one of these will actually do it. You'll just have to buy. I just have to buy backing for it and batting. But anyways, the Hallmark store, their Hallmark ornaments were all 75% off, so I bought Batgirl. I'm assuming they have a whole line of superhero girls. I don't know if Supergirl has already been released or if she's coming in the future. It doesn't say if it's like a one a year type thing or not, but if they have a Supergirl, I would really like to find it. And possibly Wonder Woman if they have her, but definitely Supergirl. I did find the itty bitty of Supergirl on clearance, so I picked her up. I look at her every time I go in and way back. I'm like, oh, they don't have her anymore. She's gone. They must have clearanced her. And then I noticed just as my hubby was headed to check out because he bought something too, that they had a bin that had a bunch of clearanced ones in it. So I'm like, I'm going to go dig through that and see if Supergirl happens to be there. A lot of them were like Star Wars ones or that type of thing, but I did find one Supergirl in there, so I picked her up. Target, I found a few items from the Bullseye Playground. I found this gold shamrock. It says hide. It's supposed to be a game where you hide the shamrock, but I just thought I would use it for something crafty. The leprechaun mask, the green and white buttons, and then a little favorite bag. I'm working on a St. Patrick's Day project, so I thought those would come in handy. And then I found one binder. It was on clearance. It was half price. They had a lot of their binders on clearance, but I only picked up one. I figured I'll watch, and if they go to a higher percentage, maybe I will pick up a few more. I can never seem to have enough binders. I always find something new to store in them, especially now that I've gotten into kind of the quilting sewing thing. I've been separating some of the things into those. Hobby Lobby, everything I bought was clearance. I bought some Valentine items which were 80% off the day I was there. So I bought 2 packs of these little Rubik's Cube style Valentine's. They call them plastic magic cube, but they're like a Rubik's Cube. Probably can't call them Rubik's Cube because that's trademarked. But I bought 2 packages of 12 of those. And I bought 2 packets of 12 of the plastic paper glider planes. I'm always looking for things like these items to put in the treat bags for my daughter's students and our neighbor children. And a lot of times the items don't seem to appeal as much to the boys as they do the girls. So I thought the planes would really be a hit with the boys. I think the girls will like them too, but I think, it'll really appeal to the boys. I found these, they call them Valentine bows, but they're just red glittery bows, so you could use them for anything. They'd also work really well at Christmas in addition to Valentine's Day, or just any project that you're doing that has red in it. Patriotic item, red, white, and blue would work there. And then I picked up these crazy straws to have for the treat bags as well. Now on this bag, I could not find a quantity on it, but it looks like there's quite a few in there. 6, 12. I'm thinking there's 24 in there, but I'm not positive. So I figured one pack should be enough of those, I'm hoping. And then I looked in the paper crafting area and I really didn't see anything new on clearance, which surprised me because they were kind of marking things. Looked like they were working on marking things the other day, but maybe whatever they marked down, maybe it was just really hot item and it's already gone. They didn't seem to have much left in the paper crafting area on clearance at all at this particular location. I don't know if they moved it, but I looked in the clearance stuff that I would have thought it would have been in, and I seen like 1 or 2 items, and that was it. So maybe they just sold out of all of it. But I did find a few things in the sewing area. I found this Sewology rotary cutter blade sharpener. I'm hoping that it will work. I don't need it just yet, but rotary blade replacements are kind of expensive, so I thought I would pick this up, and maybe it will extend the life of those rotary blades for at least a while. And then I picked up these Quilt As You Go inspirational mug mats. They're made by June Taylor, which I didn't even notice until just a few minutes ago, actually. Jamie's Crafty World recommended the June Taylor Quilt As You Go items to me. I'm new to quilting, so any type of quilting is a new experience for me. So I'm, hoping maybe I will like these. They were marked down to $2.99, so they were usually $12, $11.99. So I picked up this one, which was Uplifting Quotes, and this one, which was Quilty Fun. They had one other one, but it was like a spiritual one, and I'm not overly religious, so I thought I would just leave that one for somebody who would enjoy it more than I would. So I just picked up these 2 sets. And then they had this fusible warm fleece batting marked down to $1.99 from $8. It's 45 inches by a yard. It's by the Warm Company, which I've had several people recommend their batting to me. I'm not sure about the fusible, but I figured I would give that a try. I think this would probably be a good size for the mini quilt that I'm going to be working on. And I'm working on a few other. I'm working on the 52 blocks, 52 weeks one as well. So anyways, I picked up 2 of these. So that's it. I'm working on trying to get some quilting projects done and some pillows done. I'm hoping maybe I can hop on later and do a project share that I'm working of things that I'm working on. I am trying to figure out how to, and maybe some of you, I don't know how many of you shoot using an iPad. That's what I use to shoot, is my iPad Pro, and I'm wanting to find something where I can shoot down on the desk. I've done it a few times with the stand I have, but it's a pain to reconfigure and it doesn't really get the surface the way I want it. I think it's just too close to the surface to get the surface the way you'd like it to. So while I've done a few videos like that, I'm not real happy with, I guess, the quality of how they turned out. So if anybody has any advice for how to do a video like that with an iPad, I'd love to be able to buy a nice camera, but it's out of my budget right now. It's on my dream wish list and along with a few other things to maybe try to help with my social media outlets, YouTube and my blogging, and because I'm trying to do better on my blog. I've been writing one each week of the Get Organized Challenge on how I store that week's items. I finally got my tool one up, I believe, yesterday. I've been usually trying to get it out on Tuesday or Wednesday, and this week weather just kind of threw our whole schedule into disarray, and I finally got it done yesterday. And I'm working on another blog post that I want to get done as well. And Tuesday is color week in the Get Organized Challenge, so I'll have to do a blog post on that. I had pulled all of my tools out because I was thinking about, I want to get working on re-cataloging them. But I think I'm going to put them all back in place and just pull out one at a time, because dealing with all these tubs around, it's just difficult. Every time you want something, I swear it's behind wherever I sat them, so I have to move them all. You know how it goes. sometimes when you're in the middle of organizing, it looks worse before it looks better. Anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.